Queen Elizabeth I reportedly bathed just once a month. King Louis XIV took only 2 baths in his entire adult life. Despite their silk and gold, the great palaces of 16th-century Europe were notoriously filthy, with corridors that often reeked of open human waste. It is a jarring contrast to find that 4,000 years before these monarchs were born, everyday people were already using private, indoor flush toilets. We usually assume the porcelain commode is a modern Western triumph, a product of 19th-century industrial plumbing, but the true origin point is much older. Around 2600 BCE, the Indus Valley Civilization flourished in what is now modern-day Pakistan and northwest India. This suggests that human progress is rarely a straight line. World-changing technologies can be perfected, used for centuries, and then completely lost to history. In the Bronze Age, the rulers of Mesopotamia and Egypt spent their wealth on monumental temples and tombs for the dead. This society made a different choice, prioritizing the health and hygiene of the living. They built massive, grid-planned urban centers like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. The scale of these ruins reveals engineering prowess that rivaled their contemporaries. The real luxury was inside the home. Nearly every ground-floor residence in these cities featured its own private bathroom. These bathrooms contained sit-down commodes made of smooth brick, often topped with wooden seats for comfort. Archaeological data shows that it is the ancestor of the traditional Indian lota, still used for the same purpose thousands of years later. The waste traveled through hidden vertical brick chutes built directly into the thickness of the house walls. Gravity carried the effluent from these wall chutes into a city-wide network of covered underground sewers. These covered street drains were integrated into the city grid with mathematical precision. To keep the system running, the planners included manholes and open sections to allow for regular municipal cleaning and maintenance. This entire system functioned without a single metal pipe or electric pump. It relied purely on gravity and a mastery of brick masonry. This era of innovation came to an end around 1700 BCE. Dramatic climate shifts and changing river paths forced the population to abandon their cities. When the cities were left to the sand, the knowledge of their sanitary engineering vanished. Humanity entered a long, hygienic dark age. For centuries, people in medieval Europe lived in squalor, throwing raw waste from chamber pots directly out of their windows. The loss of this ancient knowledge meant that municipal sewer systems had to be painfully reinvented in the West millennia later. Today, the porcelain flush toilet is a global standard, shipped from factories to every corner of the world. When this modern version of the toilet was first introduced to India, many saw it as a foreign import, an idea from the West. In reality, it was an ancient Indian idea, finally coming full circle, returning to the soil where it was first perfected 4,500 years ago. To explore more of the surprising stories behind our everyday lives, follow our channel, Roots of Routine. Because human progress can be so easily forgotten, we have to remember our history to understand how we actually live today.
Subscribe to us for more such videos.